Hey guys, I'm going to be doing this special edition sports interview. Merry Christmas to everyone. It is Christmas Eve, and we're going to be discussing all about WWE, baseball, and the football news, and also about the basketball news and the MLB free agents, and all the big trades and signings and everything that have happened so far. And also our thoughts on what's been going on with WWE and football and basketball. And honestly, to start it off, I wanted to say this and address this that also TikTok did tell me that they would let me know about my original page, but I'm still waiting, but it's just a waiting game right now. But also, the reason why I haven't been doing sports interviews is because my family had a family emergency where my mother is in the hospital, but she's doing much better, and basically just a waiting game right now for her to be home. But just wanted you guys to know everything is all right, and to discuss all the big moves that have happened. Literally, we did see Ryan O'Hearn signed a 2-year, $29 million deal, leaving the Padres for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Then we saw literally another big trade and signing that was Pete Fairbanks, the Tampa Bay Rays former closer, has signed a 1-year, $12 million contract with the Miami Marlins. And also, we did see Jeff McNeil was traded from the New York Mets, who is a fan favorite, to the Athletics. And I'm like, this is very shocking. I was literally like shocked when this happened. Then we saw the Baltimore Orioles trade for Shane Baez, the Tampa Bay Rays superstar starting pitcher, for like six prospects. And it was like, wow, I could not believe it. And sorry about that little stutter, but literally, the Orioles acquired Shane Baez, who's a really good pitcher, but it also deals with a little bit of injuries. And the Rays have acquired 3 pitching prospects, 4 hitting prospects that are really good, and then 2 compensation draft picks. My honest opinion, I was shocked by this trade, and it was really shocking that the Rays would trade away half their best pitcher for a lot of their prospects for the Orioles ones. And I understand that. And honestly, it was a good trade, but I was shocked. Then we saw the Boston Red Sox made a big trade. They traded for first baseman slash catcher Wilson Contreras, who has moved over from being a catcher to a first baseman and is under a 5-year, $113 million contract. And he has improved his defense, and he has been a really good first baseman. Almost said pitcher, but Wilson Contreras is honestly one of the best players in baseball. He's had multiple 25, 30 home run seasons and over 100 RBIs and 80 RBIs. And honestly, it's a good trade. And the Red Sox traded for him. The Cardinals got a minor league pitcher that was the top pitching prospect that made his debut for the Red Sox, Bob Gibbons. And honestly, the Cardinals got a really good part of the trade because they got the top pitching prospect, and then they got a lot of the really great pitching prospects, like 6 of them, which I was shocked by. And I'm like, that's a little bit odd. And also, we did see Luke Weaver has signed with the New York Mets for 2 years, over $22 million. And I heard the Yankees didn't give him an offer, but Luke Weaver did the right thing by saying, "Thank you to the New York Yankees fan base for helping me become the pitcher that I am today, for always being there and supporting me through the good times and bad times. He is a great leader." And also, I still can't believe that John Cena retired. But with WWE, a lot of things have happened, and a lot of craziness has happened. And I really hope Gunther is not the person that retires AJ Styles. And also, we are going to be hearing a lot of cool things from WWE, which is, I heard they're possibly going to do a big event near the volcano Mount St. Helens. My opinion, that is not a good idea. And honestly, where MLB is considering doing an expansion and building a stadium and bringing a team to Washington State, that's great. But building a stadium near Mount St. Helens, no, it's not a good idea. My friend Randy and my friend Nick and Dylan thought it was a really bad idea. Here's my friend Randy to discuss all of this. Here's my friend Randy.
Hello.
So, Randy, what do you think about some of the big signings and trades that have happened so far?
Okay, so my honest opinion. Okay, so the Pete Alonso trade.
Well, he signed with the Orioles, but the Pete Fairbanks, the pitcher, signed a 1 year, $12 million contract with the Miami Marlins, leaving the Tampa Bay Rays for a really better deal.
Okay, so don't get me wrong. Okay, all these trades are good, right?
Mm-hmm.
The free agent things that were not picked up was so bad this time around.
Yeah.
So like the Pete Alonso and then the pitcher that was from the Mets who left and went to the LA Dodgers. Well, congrats to him going to the Dodgers, the repeat champs.
Yep.
But the fact is, Pete Alonso really did a lot for the Mets, and that was like a big F you to the face. And then didn't even dodge the bullet to freaking get him back.
Yep.
So it's like, okay, cool. You spend all the money that the fans gave you to get these players to re-sign them, but you wasted on Juan Soto. Oh, so you screwed over what David Wright wanted for the Mets, and you screwed over the fans what they wanted because you wanted a player that didn't do anything well for the Mets. What happened? Your season failed. Sorry, not sorry. Have a dang Snickers.
And what do you think about Pete Fairbanks, the pitcher, who's one of the best closers, signed a 1 year deal with the Miami Marlins? And then we saw the Red Sox trade for Wilson Contreras and gave up 6 of their best pitching prospects and their top number 1 pitching prospect to the Cardinals.
Wow.
Like, what's your thought on that?
I mean, it's insane, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, to be sincere about it, it's like, what are we going to do about it? Like, what are we going to talk about this? Like, we really got to talk to the teams that are not being serious about it.
True, and plus, the top pitching prospect that the Red Sox traded to the Cardinals, Bob Gibbons, literally did this. He made his debut with the Red Sox this year, and he did very well in like 5 starts. And the Red Sox basically said, "You're gonna be here for life," and then boom, they just trade him.
Well, okay. Did they at least get a good pitcher out of it? No, they got a suck pitcher. That's their problem.
The Red Sox traded their best pitching prospect.
Yeah, that's like really like. I don't understand what's going on with Yankees. I don't know what's going on with Boston. I don't know what's on. I can't really fathom what's going on with the dang Mets.
Mm-hmm.
You don't it anymore. It's like to the point where people can't see anymore. They're losing their chiz.
Mm-hmm.
If the fans want to know what chiz is, we don't know. It's something that someone said in Victorious. He believes it's a German sausage. I don't know. I don't make this up, but yeah, it's just to the point where I'm lost out of it.
And what is your thought about like how the Red Sox got a good player that goes from a catcher to being a first baseman? And yes, his defense is okay, but he's had really great offensive seasons, but he's trying to stay healthy every year.
The best advice I can give these young players is stay healthy, stay strong, make smart decisions, don't make dumb decisions, just play smart.
Also, Wilson Contreras is a 2016 World Series champion from the Cubs.
Well, congratulations from him.
And what do you think of this? The Mets trade another fan favorite player, Jeff McNeil, away from them to the Athletics.
I feel like there's another big screwball to the Mets fans.
Like, what do you have to say to the Mets for that?
You messed up.
And what do you think of this, that it's like this? Everyone's saying the Mets are now under a lot of pressure because Steve Cohen, who bought the Mets, who is a Mets fan growing up, has the most money, and he's honestly one of the best owners that spends money. And everyone's like, why aren't you spending money, Steve Cohen? And he is now doing this. Basically, he's just giving the money to a casino to build it in the stadium.
Mm-hmm. Really need more casinos in New York.
Like, what would you tell the owner?
I feel like the dumbest thing.
And what do you have to say to the MLB expansion, like how you, me, and Dylan and Nick were talking about it the other day on your live?
Oh yeah, we should. Well, I'm gonna do a Christmas special on my live later if you want to join whenever you're free.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I feel like it's like, okay, just let me say this with reality, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there's this bowling alley I go to in Deer Park, right?
Yeah.
They wanted to shut it down because they wanted to put another storage unit. But the whole town of Deer Park and Babylon fought it, and now are keeping it.
Wow.
So they have a contract. They were going to give a contract for 2 years. Now they gave up on the bowling alley.
Wow.
Yeah, so now the bowling alley's staying. Thank God.
And what do you have to say about like the live where when you, me, and Nick and Dylan were on live talking about?
I feel like everybody had their exact points on like what they said and what was said. To be honest,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like every honest opinion matters.
Yeah.
It's like opinion does matter at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like someone's opinion doesn't matter because maybe someone's opinion has an obvious reason, like the manager of the Mets want to make a casino. Dumbest mistake.
Yeah. And what do you have to say about like when Nick and Dylan were with their opinions about the
I agreed on their 100%.
Yeah,
They had
about the division changes possibly where they're gonna try to get rid of the Yankee Red Sox rivalry and put the Yankees, Phillies, Dodgers, Mets in a division, and then the Red Sox in a different.
That's the dumbest thing you could do.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you want to get rid of history?
And what did you think of like the Nick's reaction to your live on it?
I feel on his reaction. I don't feel like they should get rid of the history of rivalries. To be honest, never. I'm like, yes, history meant to be broken, but not be taken away of history.
That's
you
true.
Can't take history away from sports industries.
Yeah, and
it's like saying like you're taking away the history of like the Viper, Randy Orton, and Triple H, right? When they had that so many times, or then you're creating a new history of rivalries like Bray Wyatt, the Fiend versus Randy Orton, like when Bray Wyatt and the Fiend, or Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton had that rivalry since the Wyatt family from Randy joining and then screwing them over and breaking up the Wyatt family, and then it led to Bray Wyatt losing the WWE title at Mania, and then it led to the Fiend creating him with the voices because he got it from Orton, and it's like I'm naming history of every sport you could think of, like the Cavaliers in basketball. They had a rivalry with the Golden State Warriors in the finals because they went to back-to-back finals, and every time the Golden State will win.
Yeah.
But when I graduated high school, my team won from a 3-1 deficit. We're the first team to do that in NBA history. So we're in the books where we did that first in the book. So it's like there's a bunch of rivalries. You see what I'm saying? You cannot you can't take rivalries away from sports because every rivalry has a meaning to it.
And what did you think of like how Nick and Dylan's reaction to how MLB is thinking about putting a stadium near the volcano Mount St. Helens? Like when their reactions were, how they said that it shouldn't happen, and what do you think? Like when you heard them on your live the other night, and your thoughts.
Honestly, like I feel like everybody's reactions meant a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with everybody's reactions. I agree with everything.
Yeah. And what do you think about it? Do you think MLB should build a stadium near the volcano Mount St. Helens in Washington State and bring a team there?
So I feel like that's the dumbest thing they can do.
Mm-hmm.
100% dumbest. Therefore, they could have thought of anything else to put in the stadium, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, if they had it in the same area, but like further distance away from the volcano, that makes sense. But yeah, I feel like they could have been smarter to not risk it for the players and for the wrestlers and everything. And then and don't get me wrong, Tampa Bay has a team in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest city that has hurricanes and rain and everything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's true. And what do you have to say to Rob Manfred for considering it?
I mean, dumb on him.
And what do you have to say to Rob Manfred for now thinking about bringing a baseball team to North Carolina and South Carolina for a rivalry, and possibly Oklahoma or Tennessee or Montana or Hawaii?
I mean, yeah, they can have those rivalries on that side and then mix it with our side, but disbanding the rivalries that we had for centuries makes zero sense. Zero.
That's true. And what is your thought about how WWE has been since Cena retired?
All right, so the controversy of the fans thinking Triple H was the one that screwed over Cena. Okay, controversy. This is controversy too. All right, I went to WrestleMania 30 in Normal. The streak was supposed to completely go on forward, right?
Yeah.
It was end. What happened? Brock Lesnar changed the script. Same as John Cena changed the script on his goodbye tour.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand Gabe was upset. He thought I was taking, Triple H's side. No, never taking Triple H's side. I'm not a big fan of Triple H. But do I agree his booking is good? No. His booking is horrible. It's garbage. Do I think his booking could be twice as better? Yes. But if you look at it, Triple H did not change the goodbye tour. John did. John was the one that tapped out weirdly. Did you see that he smiled and tapped like that?
Yeah.
Tap is supposed to be fast like this. He didn't do that. He just that's a sign that he's actually hanging up wrestling for good.
Mm-hmm.
He was taking that match serious. He would not just tap lightly. He would tap seriously with pain. When you tap, you're tapping in pain. You don't tap like that if you're seriously saying goodbye to the company forever and you're not making a return ever again.
Mm-hmm.
That was the point of that goodbye tour. He was hanging it up for good and leaving it in the past and giving up to the new future.
True.
That's the point of it.
Yeah. And what did you think about how now where literally Gunther is just getting booed and being disrespectful of Cena, and how Punk confronted him, AJ Styles confronted him, and how Gunther mocked Cena by doing the "you can't see me" thing to AJ?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're gonna have Gunther get rid of AJ's career either. I feel like they're gonna have someone actually who is notified to retire AJ. Mm-hmm. That's not Gunther, because Gunther and AJ didn't have ever had a storyline in the WWE. And I feel like, yes, if Gunther and John had that match a long time ago before Gunther was established, that would make sense to do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it was the dumbest thing they ever done. Have a non-storyline match.
Yeah.
It's common.
And what did you think of how Gunther mocked Cena to AJ, and how CM Punk confronted Gunther? and your message to Gunther.
Try to think the message. I mean, Gunther, I'm not mad that you're tired John Cena, childhood hero. But to be honest, like, you mocking him is not the way it's about to do. It's like, yes, you're a cocky, arrogant person, but like your style of wrestling is very legit. You have very athleticism. You're very good at what you do. But don't forget, hustle, loyalty, respect. Remember those words. You're neither one of them.
That's
You
true.
had a group called Imperium. What happened? That flopped.
Mm-hmm.
You're a mark. You're not a established wrestler. You lost the world title to Jey Uso, and then what happened? You lost the title again to CM Punk, and what happened? You tapped out again.
That's true. That's true.
You tapped out to Jey Uso, and then what happened? You tapped out to CM Punk.
No, he didn't tap out to Punk. Punk just did the go to sleep 3 times to him.
Whatever. I mean, he still got an L.
Yeah.
Hello, there. Loser. Loser.
Now, guys, me and my friend Randy are going to be discussing the other part, which is the NFL. And we did see a bunch of teams clinch the postseason. And also, we did see the Buffalo Bills have clinched a spot in the NFL postseason. The Jaguars, for the first time in 3 seasons, have clinched a spot in the postseason. Then we saw the Patriots clinch a postseason spot for the first time in a really long time. And we did see the Eagles clinch also, and they are the first and their first division winners to win back-to-back divisions in back-to-back seasons and win back-to-back as Super Bowl champions. But also, honestly, that's really cool history. And we did see some other teams clinch. The Chargers clinched, and the Bears clinched, and I was surprised by that. And also, we could see some more teams clinch in Week 17. And also, my honest opinion, I'm happy about the Bills because as a New York fan, I'm going to be rooting for the Bills. My friend Randy is an Eagles fan, but I also respect the Eagles, and I'll root for them too. But also, my brother-in-law, Tom is a big Giants fan, but he respects the Eagles and the Bills, and he and me are going to be rooting for the Bills because the Bills have never won a Super Bowl, and honestly, I'd be fine with that. And also, my friend Randy is a big Eagles fan, and also he respects how Tom Brady named Jalen Hurts and Tom Brady named Hurts and Patrick Mahomes as the co-goats. Honestly, that was the right decision. And I honestly think this postseason for the NFL is looking pretty good. I was shocked the Chicago Bears have been a really great team this year. They even had Seth Rollins fire up the whole crowd and the Bears team. And I was shocked by all the Bears' success this year. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, my dad's team, has been really good this year. I was shocked by that. And honestly, I want to see the Bills versus Eagles possibly, or Bills versus, maybe the Chargers, or possibly versus, Bills versus Eagles or Chargers or the Bears. That'd be a really good matchup. And here's my friend Randy to discuss all the NFL news. And then later on, we'll be discussing the WWE. Here's my friend Randy.
I'm a big Eagles fan. I still have my original ones.
Mm-hmm.
I still have my Reebok jerseys, and I have my Michael Vick jerseys, and then I have a Jalen Hurts jersey. So it's like being a New Yorker, being an Eagles fan is not common. No, it's not. But my second favorite team is the Jets. Not by choice, because, well, it is by choice because, I had to either choose the Giants, which I would never choose my rivals.
That's true. But, and also, what do you think about, like, my brother-in-law, Tom, being a Giants fan, but he respects the Eagles, and he also respects the Bills, but he said he doesn't care about who wins. He cares about a good team actually making the postseason. And he says he wants the Bills to win because even though he's not a Bills fan, but he said he would root for the Bills because they're a good team and they're from New York, and that he wants to see a good team win.
I'm not gonna lie, like, they are a good team.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think about my brother-in-law doing that?
Well, don't get me wrong, the Giants not once but twice beat the GOAT Tom Brady.
That's true. That's true. And what do you think about the Bills and the Chargers? And then we see the Jaguars clinch for the first time in 3 seasons. And that is Tito from SML's favorite team. And also, the Patriots clinched their first postseason spot for the first time in a while. And we saw the Chargers clinched. The Bears clinched, surprisingly.
Hey Logan, where's my custom Randy puppet? Hi, my name is Randy. See, it says on my hand, Randy. It says I'm a good boy. Look like these Cheerios.
Randy,
Hey, Daddy, eat Daddy.
and what did you think about how with the Bears and that too?
Well, congratulations to CM Punk, and not to use Seth freaking Rollins.
But like, what do you think about the Bears' success this year?
Okay, so don't get me wrong. Okay, so the Bears had their ups and downs. Okay, don't get me wrong on that.
Yeah.
They got rid of Chase, whatever his name is.
Oh yeah, I can't remember his name.
He's now in the Jets.
That's true.
He flopped. He's on injury, but then before he left the Bears, he went to the Steelers. He was doing good. Justin Fields. Yes, there we go. Justin Fields.
Yep.
He left the Bears. He went to the Steelers. Then they got Russell Wilson, and then Russell Wilson left for the Giants. That flopped. Congratulations, New York Giants, for flopping of getting Russell Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats, the failure medal of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And then Justin Fields failed to go to the Jets. And then what happened? Boom! The Jets were idiots to actually let go Aaron Rodgers. I have to say this. If they would have kept Aaron Rodgers, they would have more of a freaking chance in the playoffs. More.
That's true.
But no. Look what happened with Aaron Rodgers. He's doing better on your dad's team, Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, New York Jets. Sorry, not sorry. You may hate this, but you sponsor my job, and I'm wearing your rivals' teams, the Steelers. Well, it's your former quarterback. Oh, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. And what do you think about like how the Bears are in the playoffs for the first time in a while? They're in the.
They earned it.
Yeah. And what do you think about the Steelers this year?
Are they in the playoffs?
I don't know. I think we'll see another team clinch in week 17.
I mean, hopefully it's Steelers.
Yeah.
Well, there's a thing about that freaking banner of the freaking Super Bowl. Guess what? There's a little gold in there. So you know what that means? That's the Steelers.
Yep.
So that means, spoiler alert, Steelers are going to be in the Super Bowl.
And what do you think about this? About how we could possibly see Bills versus Steelers maybe? And also about like how we saw the news of where the Chargers made the postseason. And what do you think? The Jaguars, for the first time in 3 seasons, have made the postseason. And that's Tito's favorite team.
Yeah, Tito, not sorry. Have a Snickers, satisfy your hunger. But if your Jacksonville Jaguars get eliminated in first seed, don't come crying to Logan.
But what do you think of it? It's the first time in 3 seasons that they've made it.
They made it, but have they made it to the Super Bowl? No.
And what do you think about this, that the Patriots, for the first time in a while, have made the postseason?
Congratulations, New England Patriots. And congratulations, Olivia. Your team made it to a playoffs without Tom Brady.
That's
You win
true.
them.
That's true. And what do you think of this, that the NFL and WWE are planning to try to do a sponsorship together and maybe do a combined event in possibly somewhere in New York, I think in Fishkill where I live, and also in Long Island, possibly.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And also, what do you think about this? The 49ers clinched also.
Oh, the freaking Deion Sanders, the big time before he was prime time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Cleveland Browns didn't make it. Where are the Cleveland Browns?
Yeah, they didn't have a good year.
And
And
they had a good roster, but it's just that they just didn't play Shador Sanders right.
that's true. That's true.
One thing is, like, don't get me wrong. I respect Deion Sanders for what he wants for his son to go to our team. But the Cleveland Browns? Where are the Cleveland Browns? Yeah, that's not the smartest choice. Yeah, I mean, Deion Sanders played for the Ravens. He played for the Cowboys, the 49ers. Honestly, he should have let his son go to the 49ers or the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
And replace Dak. That would be a freaking good moment.
Yeah, and what did you think of this? That the Cowboys were this close to making the postseason for the first time, but they fell, but they were that close.
Guess why? Dak Prescott. He's okay. This is not, even though this is my opinion, doesn't mean it's a fact. Okay, don't get me wrong. The fans might don't like it, or the whoever fans that are Dallas fans. Sorry, not sorry. Have a Snickers. Satisfy your hunger.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get it twisted or wrong. Dallas is a more cocky, arrogant type of football, right?
Yeah.
Why you think it's more discouraged when it comes to the Eagles rivalry with the Dallas Cowboys than it is with the Eagles and the Giants?
Yeah.
So, like, look, if I go to the Eagles and Giants rivalry game, if I go to the Eagles Stadium,
You wear the Eagles merch.
Yeah. But if I go to a Giants game at a Giants Stadium with the Eagles...
Oh, God.
I mean, I did it before.
Yeah.
But it was a goddamn Jets game. I'm so pissed.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was going to be a Giants game. And yes, I was going to start a riot with you Giants fans. Go Birds!
And, Randy, what did you think about this? That the, right now, they're saying this is the first time in a long time that we've not seen the Chiefs in the postseason.
I mean, we had them last season.
Yeah. But this is the first time.
I mean, okay, don't get me wrong. So, they went back-to-back Super Bowls. And they almost went back-to-back Super Bowls, but they failed that.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact was, I feel like they didn't want the Chiefs to break that history. They wanted a different team to break that history.
That's true.
I feel like they want that to be handed to the Eagles, to be honest.
That'd probably be a good idea.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, yes, I'm saying this is my honest opinion. Like, yeah, it would. Okay, don't get me wrong. I even though I don't like Patrick Mahomes, I would never wish upon any injuries that would end his career. Never in my lifetime. Do I respect the people who are, like, happy about it? No. Shame on you. Shame on being happy about it, because now you give other teams an easy win. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't like competition for your teams. Oh, I'm sorry for the Bills teams. Oh, I'm sorry for other teams that couldn't beat the Chiefs. But guess what? My Eagles dog walked their asses in freaking Super Bowl. So sorry that You guys couldn't dodge the bullet and actually won it and got the cigar. Sorry, not sorry. Michael's done it, and we did it again. What happened last time? We got a rematch from the Patriots. Okay, this is how it goes. We got our first match with the Patriots. We lost. We got a rematch. We won with the backup quarterback. We got our first match with the Chiefs. We lost for a BS call, and we got a rematch. We dog walked their butts. There you go.
True. Also, me and my friend Randy are now going to be discussing the last parts, which is WWE, and how we did see Liv and Raquel start arguing a lot more, and how the Judgment Day looks like it's starting to crumble. And also, we're going to get Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes again, but I honestly think that's going to be next year. And also, I think it's going to be a Hell in the Cell match, I think. And also, we're going to be getting CM Punk versus Braun Breaker for the World Heavyweight Championship on January 5th. In the debut of Raw, a second year that CM Punk is main eventing it. And also, we did hear Jacob Fatu will hopefully be returning soon. And also, they say that if Cody Rhodes puts his hands on Drew, he will be stripped of the title. And honestly, with the Usos now being a tag team again, I honestly think it's really good to see the Usos back together. But if Jey Uso does not win gold as a tag team, he's definitely going to turn heel. He is definitely showing the signs. And Cody Rhodes is definitely turning heel, because you could tell the way that Cody Rhodes is acting. And also, literally, I understand a lot of people don't like WWE because it's fake and everything else, but WWE is really awesome. And also, congrats to the New York Knicks on winning the NBA Emeralds Championship. It was the first time since 1973 that they have won a championship like that. And also, because of what WWE is like now, where we're seeing the Usos will be challenging AJ Styles and Dragon Lee for the WWE Tag Team Champions. And also, I think we're going to have Jacob Fatu versus Cody if Drew does not win the title. And also, we're going to have, if Drew wins the title, I think we're going to have Roman versus Drew, and then Roman's going to take the title. But I've heard that we're building Roman versus Cody a third time, and that Roman could possibly be champion for another 1,000 days. And also, we're possibly going to see Carmelo Hayes become a champion. And also, we did hear that, next week, Rhea Ripley versus Asuka. And also, we're possibly going to see Tiffany Stratton return and win the Elimination Chamber. And be ready. And here's my friend Randy to discuss all of this. Here's my friend Randy.
I don't think they should have done that to Cody because of Drew.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of dumb. Because, I feel like, Drew has a lot going on where he wants to be champion. But, don't get me wrong. He does not need a champion to be the best wrestler in the world.
That's true. He is a good wrestler. And what do you think of how Cody's acting?
Heel.
You think he's definitely showing that he's about to turn?
Yes.
And what do you have to say about how, with Jey Uso, if he and Jimmy lose the tag titles, you think Jey will turn heel, full on, and betray Jimmy?
Yes.
And what's your thoughts on all that?
He'll turn heel on Jimmy and then go full heel turn.
And what do you think about Austin Theory?
I don't think he has anything to do with the Vision.
Do you think he's secretly working with Seth Rollins?
Yes.
And what do you have to say about that?
I'm a big fan of it.
And what do you think of Austin Theory, though, that he's doing all this now?
Stupid.
And what is your thought about how they're building for Cody versus Roman again, and that Roman will beat Cody and then be champion for another 1,000 days, they think?
I like it.
And what do you think of how they're planning to have CM Punk versus Braun Breaker at the second year in a row main event of the debut for Raw on Netflix again, January 5th, and that they're planning to have Braun Breaker versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
I like to see Braun lose to Brock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what do you think about Braun Breaker versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship? And it's the second year in a row that Punk is main eventing the debut of Raw.
I like it.
And who do you think is going to win that match?
Punk.
And what do you think of how Braun says, I want the original CM Punk? And that Punk saying, you're not ready for that, Punk.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's ready for that.
And how do you think the match is going to go?
Punk gonna win the 1, 2, 3.
And what do you think? Do you think Punk's going to hold it till WrestleMania?
Yes.
And what do you think about how our friend Leo thinks we should have Brock versus Logan Paul?
I think he's not a bad option to verse Logan Paul.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think about how we should have this? We should have Tiffany Stratton returning at the Rumble, but then winning at Elimination Chamber to face Jade and then get her title back. That's what they're planning.
I mean, I like that option. I mean, it's kind of a cool option, but yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'd rather see Jacob Fatu beat Cody for the title, to be honest, than Drew.
I understand that.
Drew already had enough title runs, and I feel like he needs to be Grand Slam because Drew is getting to his prime where he's going to retire soon.
Oh, yeah, that's true. And what do you think about the how they're possibly going to have Liv versus Alexa Bliss maybe, and also that they're saying there's rumors that Carmelo Hayes is going to become a champion.
I feel like he will.
And what is your thoughts of how the Knicks won the Emigrate championship? It was their first championship thing that they've ever won since 1973.
I mean, it's not really the championship that they're supposed to win. It's that they're really supposed to go after the NBA Finals.
I know.
They need the Lombardi Trophy, not Lombardi Trophy, the NBA Finals trophy.
Yeah, but what do you think of it that they at least won something, and it was the first time since 1973?
They never had that tournament ever in 1973. They only had the NBA Finals, and that was it. That's all they had. That tournament is something new since 2020. So that's the thing. That doesn't count as a championship that they're supposed to win. That's not like a championship that they're supposed to win in 1973. The real trophy they're supposed to win is the NBA Finals trophy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the end of the year. That's when they're supposed to win, since that will end their curse since 1923.
Okay.
That trophy that they won in that tournament is not going to end their curse.
Imagine it does.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. They need to win the NBA Finals.
I'm saying imagine if because they won this one, but then imagine they go all the way and they win the finals.
I mean, they can win that tournament, but okay, they need more help than they need what they have now.
Mm-hmm. And
they a lot of things they have to work for. Because the Knicks, don't get me wrong, the Knicks don't really have the sentiment that they need. All right, so if you look at it, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Chicago Bulls won multiple champions with Michael Jordan. Never lost the finals.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan never lost the finals with any team.
Yeah.
He won only one finals with a different team. That was the Wizards.
That's true.
So therefore, Michael Jordan's undefeated in NBA Finals history. He never lost the finals.
Yeah. And I do want to say thank you for doing this sports interview on Christmas Eve, this special edition one. And sorry that it's been taking so long because of everything that's been going on.
No, it's all good. I mean, I understand the situation, and I know your fans will understand more too. And
Mm-hmm.
Merry Christmas to everyone around the world. And let us know down below what Santa Claus got you guys. Like, subscribe, comment, post that notification, and comment down below what you want to talk about next. Maybe we could do a this interview.
And plus,
maybe
yeah, and
also
plus,
live later on tonight. So you'll see me and Brandon, whoever wants to join, you're welcome to join. Just show straight. You can tell us what your plans are for Christmas and whatever you want to tell us about.
yeah.
What is.
And get ready, there will be a video about all the sports stuff that I got for the holidays.
Oh, yeah.
Hey guys, thank you guys for joining in on the sports interview with my friend Randy to discuss all the news about the MLB free agents, the signings, the trades, and all the moves that have been made. And also thank you guys for joining us to talk about the WWE and all the big expansion moves possibly, and all the John Cena stuff and the CM Punk stuff and all the cool matches, and about Triple H and the fans' reactions to everything, and also about the NBA and the football and the postseason, and about Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, and Michael Jordan, and everything else. And I want to say Happy Hanukkah and Merry Christmas. And also, get ready. There will be a Christmas Day sports interview with my friend Randy tomorrow to discuss all the cool stuff. And also, let's go. There will be football tomorrow on Christmas Day. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to all of you.